Okay, he's gonna keep going on the Bob Ross world. He's gonna do it. He said,
no, this is fucking serious mode. We have to do pro. This is just the way things work.
Well, that's not that terrible.
See,
There's multiple lines you're getting for free.
Yeah,
and you get an end one for free.
Yeah. They gave me a wall for free on that last one.
And there's 20. How far is it?
There's 20
Is it 20? There you go. You got a whole bunch of frees.
I did. Well, also, it's nice because the Y is only 10.
Yeah.
And so that's a little manageable.
That's what I'm used to in the Picross I play, is a lot of the ones I do are 10 by 10s.
Yeah. I will have to deal with... I would normally fill this up here, so I actually have that 8 for free.
Yep.
I'm going to have to do some math on these at some point. I'm probably going to have to be adding those to try to figure out where the gaps are.
Well, you got a free 3 on the bottom right, and then the next one over is a free 3, and then the next...
Oh, these over here?
On the bottom.
I mean, I just need to check the wall in general, but yeah, there's that. And then this is ending, and this is a 4 and a 4, and then this is a 4 and a 4, and this is a 3.
Yeah,
and this is a 1 and a 3, and then now this one's gone. Actually, I might be able to do this the whole way across. Is that the gap?
I think that's kind of what's going on.
I have this whole line now.
Yeah, I think you got it more or less locked down. Yeah. I was going to start talking about calculus, and I'm like, who the fuck wants to hear about calculus? Because that's the only other thing that's going on with me right now. Is calcs.
Calculating.
Derivatives and...
Yeah. Integrals.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
No, it's derivatives and... derivatives.
More derivatives.
Yeah,
derivatives.
like that was quick.
It's movie film.
Like what's the one where it's
film
implicit? We're doing implicit derivatives now, where it's like you got x and y in the equation on both sides now. So you're like solving for x, and then if you have like a y, like a 3y cubed, then to get the derivative of that, it's 9y squared times dy dx.
Obviously.
Yeah. Right? Everybody fucking knows that.
Babies come out of the womb knowing shit like that.
Yeah.
That's just how you have to survive these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy. What else is going on? I got a test in calculus on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a 2-day test.
Okay.
I got a test in Japan on Monday. I got 2 computer programs due by... What days are those? Tuesday? Alright. Well, one of them's due. The other one's one that I need to fix. Because like I've said earlier, I don't fucking know classes.
Yeah.
And you're gonna teach me.
And so is this how many semesters do you have left at the community college?
This is it.
Okay, so you're never gonna get Boyd then?
No.
Shout out to Boyd. I haven't told Boyd about these, but right now I'm gonna say, man, that's a weird one, because I do want to like shout out the college and be like, hey, if you go to this college, take a class with Boyd. But also I'm like, I don't want to say too many people's real names, because who knows what the fuck is going to happen. But there's a guy named Boyd, and he's a teacher. If you know a teacher named Boyd...
I think they already know what college I'm at. I think that's been mentioned.
Has that been mentioned?
Yeah.
And now I've said Boyd, so it's all beyond the pale anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Boyd.
You could tell his story that you told me.
Yeah, and make him look great right off the bat.
That's great to me. I liked it.
Okay, here's another Boyd story. It's also going to make him kind of seem like a dick, but it's more sympathetic, I think. Is that we had to use one of the computer labs, right? It wasn't like, I don't know if the room you're in is the one where you have the lecture on one side, the lab on the other.
No, it's
Do you have to go to a separate room?
No.
So you're just in a lab.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. Isn't it nice to be in your shoes? For one of ours, we actually had to go out. Hold on, 441. We actually had to go to a separate lab. Like after lecture, we would go outside and walk down the hall, and there'd always be people in there doing fucking nothing and like checking their Facebook. And they would always say,
and they just wanted to get fucked.
I'm not gonna get fucked tonight.
We did it again.
Well, it's a different series, so who even knows when that's gonna pop up?
Is this a whale or turtle? What is this?
It's a turtle day. It's a totally turtle day. See, here's the turtle face right here. But yeah, and so he would have to kick people out constantly because he's like, first of all, I got a class coming in here. Second of all, I can clearly see that you're just dicking around on Facebook, right? So get out. And so he would put up a sign that's like, lab in session. And so once there was a guy who who came in out of nowhere and just sat down and started looking at his Facebook. And Boyd went up and like in this really shitty tone went, "Oh my God, can you not read?" And the guy goes, "What?" And he went, "Oh, I'm sorry. There's a sign on the door that said don't come in. I just assumed that you didn't know how to read." And the kid, like, looked at him like a deer in the headlights and just, like, turned off the computer and walked away. And immediately he went out and we all kind of fucking chuckled. And then Boyd was like, I feel kind of bad. But at the same time...
Holy tits.
So is this 2020? No, it's 2016.
Yeah, it's 2016.
What a weird one.
Have fun with that. That's a lot.
That's 18. I'm going to start doing stuff like this where I demarcate before I start filling in.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so there's a taste of Boyd.
Well, now you know that those 11s are filled in the middle, too. On the left and the...
Oh, just right here?
Yeah, like
I'm going to do that later, but sure, I'll keep that in mind.
So that anthropology class, remember that I had?
Yeah, that had some good stories from it.
So one of the guys in my Japan class has that same teacher this semester, and I think I told you that she was supposed to be retiring. That was supposed to be the last semester.
I remember something about that.
Well, when he said that he has her, I was like, wait. She said she was done.
Yeah.
And then, so he goes, yeah, she mentioned something about how she was going to go back to a country, because if I say the country, it'll give away the teacher for anybody who goes there. Sure. Although I may have already given it away, but...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, but spoilers, that country's fucked right now.
in case that narrows it down for anybody, it's one of the fucked ones.
Yeah, and so she was like, I can't go back there right now and do what I want to do, so I guess I'm just going to keep teaching.
All's well that ends well.
But I was like, oh man, that means that more people have to... Oh, and then one of the girls in my origami club that I'm in, I was talking to her when we were leaving the class, and we were talking about majors and like normal college shit.
Yeah, college stuff. It was so nice to have shit that you could talk to people about. Just strangers. Just be like, what do you do? Now it's like, I can't walk up to someone in the grocery store and go, hello, I am also shopping for groceries.
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do? And they're like, get away, don't rape me.
Pepper spray you.
Pepper spray immediately.
And she was saying that she's an art major, but she's changing it to anthropology. And then I was like, oh, do you have this professor? And she's like, yeah, it's not great. And I was like, yeah, I remember. And she was like, she said, because she's in the cultural anthropology, and I took physical anthropology because it met one of my physical science requirements, and I didn't want to do the other physical science classes.
Yeah.
So apparently she just does this with every class, where she's like, global warming, global warming, global warming, global warming, global warming, global warming.
Physical anthropology.
Yeah, well, this is cultural anthropology.
Oh, and she's still doing it.
Yeah, and she's like actually making them watch like documentaries and stuff on it, and like write papers on the documentaries. And I'm like, man, you are really pushing your agenda right now. Like this might be going too far. Like there's something to be said about raising some awareness because, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's happening.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time you're teaching a college class, you shouldn't be pushing your agenda. Just make them aware and don't make them write papers and watch documentaries and all that shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the furthest left it can be. If I try to go right, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so I know that this is the 3. So I actually know that this is the 7. Isn't that fucking nuts?
Isn't that math-tastic?
Isn't that fucking ridiculous, everybody?
Isn't that math magical? And then, let's see, we got video games that I went over already. Games that are coming out that I'm gonna buy. We could go over that. They're finally releasing the fucking new Tomb Raider game for the PS4. I'm excited about that because the last one was good. I mean, call me a fanboy, but even though I know it's not going to be that great, I did pre-order Final Fantasy Road Trip.
Fucking fanboy.
Yeah. It's Final Fantasy, I have to get it.
I was considering it for a long time when I was like...
When you were going to have a PS4?
No, because I need to go in by February for Persona 5. That's my game of 2017. 2, 3, 4. But no, it's... because I don't like action RPGs, and I think I've been over that on the show before.
Yeah.
I find them to be...
That's why you're going to play Illusion of Mana.
Illusion of...
Legend of Mana.
Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, because I really think in a lot of ways... Let me count for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I really think Secret of Mana is to blame for a lot of the action RPGs I have to put up with these days. It just seems like there's not as many RPGs, not as many real RPGs as there used to be, and every action RPG to me is like a shitty action game and a shitty RPG mixed together.
Yeah.
And so for a while with Final Fantasy 15, it was like, okay, they're making it even more action RPG, I'm out.
Oh boy, that's musty. It smells like your laundry did when my dryer fucked up.
Yeah, his dryer fucked up.
Continue.
But so for a while, at first I was like, okay, action RPG, I'm out. And then I saw some of the previews and I was like, as dumb as it sounds, this might actually just be a competent action game and just not an RPG. I could still play that. And now it looks like an action RPG that I don't want to play. It looks more like Kingdom Hearts and I don't want anything to do with Kingdom Hearts. So I probably just won't touch it. It looks too clunky. I need more fluid movement if it's going to be an action game.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get it. Same thing with Final Fantasy VII when they fucked that all up. I'm still gonna get it.
Man. That one hurts.
Doesn't it?
Because that's one where I'm like, I kind of go back and forth in my head about how much I like it, but it is definitely special to me in some way. It is the kind of thing where I definitely feel something when they're remaking it, and I don't want to just be a fucking fool who falls for their shit. But at the same time, because they said it's going to be the same battle system, right? It's some fucking action-y bullshit.
Oh, you mean there's 15?
I could have sworn that there was bad news on the gameplay front that you, like right off the bat, you were like, I'm calling it now, it's going to be like 15.
No, I didn't say like 15. I think I said I'm calling it now, they're going to make it an action RPG.
Whatever you said came true. Whatever you said, they came out and said, yeah, that's what we're doing. And I was like, man.
Yeah, but you knew right away. Like, that's what they do now. That's what they do now because they think that's what everybody wants when it's not.
No. It's definitely not. It's not what it's literally what I don't want, Square. Figure your shit out.
I think it's what everybody doesn't want, because...
There are people who play, well, like you play Tales of games, and to me, those are like action RPGs that I don't want to touch.
Yeah, but those are games that you know are going to be,
Sure, like there is room for
that's
action
how they're
RPGs
built.
Out there.
And the stories are usually pretty good for them,
Like, so again, the only one I've played and stayed with it was Tales of Fantasia on the Super Nintendo because it was a 2D game and it was more like a competent action game that happened to have RPG stuff in it.
Super Nintendo.
Was
that the one that they remade for the PS2?
I know there was a PS1 version, so there very well could have been a PS2 version as well.
There was one that they remade on the PS2 that I think I own, and I played it. It's super fucking long.
It was pretty long. Yeah, it wasn't like an RPG. It was an RPG, but the battles were 2D.
Yeah,
and you could like jump.
yeah.
And it was like an action RPG. Only you
wrap this shit up.
Oh no, this is some shit right here.
Yeah, figure it out. Quit talking and just wrap this shit up. Do some math. Do some thinkings. Don't even worry about what I'm talking about. Don't worry about the fact that they know that you know how Japanese like to do time stop porn, and that you're aware of Japanese liking to do rape porn.
Everyone knows that. I mean, rape is like hello in Japan.
Not really.
No, but that's an internet joke. That's something that people are aware of the rape porn so much.
I told you not to talk. I said finish your shit.
I feel like you're raping me right now.
I might do it. Because I'm not letting you go over, but you also have to finish this one before this episode's over. So, what else do I got? I saw a porn where they were pretending to be in a pawn shop and somebody tried to steal something, and the guy was like, "I'll let you off the hook if you suck my dick." And I was kind of into it, and then like he was like, "Well, now you gotta fuck me," and she like started fake crying, and I'm like, "I'm out. This is just rape porn now."
Picross was such a good idea.
It was?
It was.
Like it's not anymore?
No, it still is. No, this is confirming my belief.
And yeah, anybody who watches like rape porn and likes it and can finish to it is not a good person.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you that. So if you've ever finished a rape porn, Corey, you're an asshole.
Yeah. You're taking a strong stance against rape porn.
Yeah.
And you don't care who knows it.
Yeah.
You don't care if it hurts your odds at running for the presidency someday. You're taking...
What? I didn't think it's that funny. Is it that funny?
It's just funny that we're going on Porn Corner with Nick.
I don't care.
And I also always find it funny when you take a hard stance about something like no one's gonna defend rape porn. Like, hey!
The Arabs might. They like to gangbang like women who obviously don't want it.
Sure, they got that written down in an old book, so that makes it okay.
The good old book.
Good old books solve everything.
Well, you're just about done now.
I actually, yeah.
You know, that's
all that porn talk.
That's a good time to...
Here's this lab rat forcing a smile because his friend is telling him how much he likes rape porn. And the lab rat's like, "That's cool, man! Alright!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge."
And then he just hits the electrocute button instead of the cheese button on purpose.
And they're like, "Interesting, this rat doesn't like rape porn."
He doesn't like it enough to just kill himself.
Put that down. That's interesting. That's so weird.
All right. Well, I mean, who knows if he's gonna try to play more or not? I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. But
okay.
But I mean, now you can just do this whenever.
So let's just see where we are. Did I finish this room? I finished this room. So
yeah.
That's a nice thing to end on. Is I finished the nature of things. Bob Ross Bear is happy.
Now you can do having a bad day.
Yeah,
you can do good advice. You can do big time bugs, animal dilemmas. You can do
scenes from dreams.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna keep doing them in order because none of these really jumping out at me, and then maybe at some point we'll jump to the election.
Okay.
Well, this has been Two Guys One Gam. This is my special episode of Two Guys One Gam.
Yeah. You're welcome. Look, I don't care who knows it. Rape porn's bad.
It's just so good. It's just so good. It's as if you're like, you know what? I read in the paper that someone got murdered the other day. I just don't like murder. Look, anyone out there, if you're murdering, fuck you.